Hello and welcome. Today we bring you to part 2, how to ace your Zoom interviews. This is Dr. Kashyap. In last segment we talked about how to use the technology, using the correct lighting, having it the same level as well as utilizing your background and posture. And today we'll be talking about how you can enhance during your interviews. So let me share my slides with you. In part 2 today, we'll be talking about these 4 areas: how to be ready, using your CV, practicing, as well as doing research. So first of all, you want to be ready at least 10 minutes before your interview starts. That will give you ample opportunities to test your technology. They'll give you opportunities and chances to just relax and be ready and eager to be part of those interviews. So very important, don't plan your interviews back to back. They may likely to be running late. So please make sure when you go from a different program, especially for our viewers who are going into residency or medical school or fellowship program, make sure you don't have back-to-back interviews. So you're ready for each interview at least 10 minutes before, testing a technology and just being relaxed and be ready to take that position. Second part, print your CV. Yes, in the era of technology, I'm asking you to print your CV because most likely we would like to keep a digital form of our CV. At the time, if you have to go and look through, you may look different. You may look distracted. You're not looking at the camera. So idea is you keep a printed version of your CV, keep it next to you and let them know that you may be referring to your CV in case you forget something. So you're being honest with them. So be ready before time. Keep your CV ready as a printed next to you and let them know that you'll be referring to it. Third part is very important. Prepare, practice. Practice for online interviews if you have not done, or if you've done through it, just practice with a friend, family member, anybody for that matter. Prepare your questions, rehearse your question, rehearse how you'll be presenting yourself. How does your body language look like? Are you making an eye contact? Are you talking to people, or you're looking at yourself all the time? There are several generic questions nowadays you can look up online. Go there, read those questions, make those questions, those answers to those questions your own. Practice them. Keep some of the handy ready-made answers next to you or just in your head when you're doing it. The key part is that you have rehearsed or practiced the technology of interview as well as the content of the interview questions you'll be answering for. Last but not the least, of course, as a part of preparation, by the time you could get to the interview, you may have research about the program or medical school or residency or fellowship program which you're going through. You may have research, but display that knowledge. Don't assume that your interviewers have that knowledge that you have done the research. Show your knowledge about the research you have done. Talk about the program, talk about its unique qualities, tell them why you'll be a good fit into those programs. So just to recap, focus on being ready at least 10 minutes prior or more so you're relaxed. Have your CV printed next to you, or your resume for that matter. Practice and rehearse the technology and content of the interview and do a research of the program. Last but not the least, you want to do a follow through once you're done with the interview. Definitely send a thank you email to the program director who is interviewed or any member of the program they've interviewed. Ask for their email IDs. Let them write them in chat box or give your email ID at the end of the interview that they can reach out to you in that case. Learn from each encounter. That's going to be very, very important. Definitely you'll be nervous for your first interview, and as your interview goes, you will grow into it and you'll feel more and more comfortable. Learn from these each interviews, adapt for your next interview program, and just practice. Don't take a rest. If you've done the first interview, go with the practice again for your second and third interviews. You will see there'll be a steep learning curve and you'll get better and better as you progress from your first interview to second interview and third interview. So today, besides technology, eye contact, and many other things we have touched upon, these four major parts: that being ready, keeping your CV ready, being on time, before time, practicing yourself, and researching and showing that research to program directors, and definitely sending a follow through email, as well as learning from your each interview, building upon it for the next time. So please do watch our channel, subscribe to it. We'll bring you part 3 very soon, how to ace your Zoom interviews. Thank you so much for being with us, and let us know in the comment sections.